No. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Let's get this started. If you want to join the panel, join the panel. So, where's Foodie Beauty right now? I have some ideas, so let's talk about it. Um, there's a lot people think that she is either still in Ottawa or she is in Montreal. Who knows? What I can say is it's possible either one because Nader was in Hull, which is part of Gatineau, downtown area by the Max, right next to the Ultramar. So I did take note of where he was. He was just west of the Alexandra Bridge that takes you into Byward Market of Ottawa. So what was he doing there? He said he had some sort of meeting. I wonder what's actually. I know what's around there. Let's not kid ourselves. But where are they right now? Because both of them haven't been on. He hasn't been on since yesterday, and she hasn't been on ever since she was on Twitch. Hey, just curious, how you doing? KB Farms needs to find out where she's at ASAP. Hey, KK's Corner, how you doing? Welcome. Kenny J is saying, hello. Hey, Kenny J, did you want to join the panel? If you do, then let me give you a link. I want to know where people think both of them are. Are they still in Ottawa, Gatineau, or are they actually in Lachine area? Do you think she went to Montreal? Do you think she's closer to home? I want to know your thoughts. So let me put up a poll once I get into my stuff. Okay, here we go. I got into my stuff. Let's do the poll right now. Is she in Ottawa or is she in Montreal? Who knows? My bad here, folks. Give me a second. My computer is not working with me. Okay. Where is Foodie Beauty right now? Um, Gatineau slash Ottawa or Lachine, which would be Montreal. Vote now. Tell me where do you think she is? Hey, everybody, just coming in. How you doing? Let me put that invite link once again. We got Martha here. You can hear her. So join the panel if you want to. Other than that, she was doing live streams, so it wasn't really much of anything, to be honest. She just was eating, and that's it. There's really no information to be had whenever she's doing live streams lately. She just eats, she talks crap, she eats, she talks crap, and then she eats some more. So what are we getting from all of that information? Adrian thinks she's at a Roach Motel. Moving day in Quebec is July the 1st. Okay. Hey, Curl Connections. Hey, Donna. Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Dana. All right, we got Kenny J. Hey, Kenny J, how you doing?
Hello, everyone. So I was wondering, Monty, should I say about the pay thing?
Yeah, go ahead. You can talk about the pay thing.
Okay, so we usually, as Canadian YouTubers, get paid on the 23rd, unless it's a holiday or a weekend, then we'll
You,
get paid the
you mean
next
the
business day.
you mean
Oh,
the
sorry, the
22nd?
22nd, yeah. Then we'll get paid the next business day. Now, I just checked my account now. That YouTube pay hasn't hit. I don't know if it has for you,
Uh,
Monty.
I just checked 5 minutes ago. My pay hasn't hit. Typically, it's there in the morning, so something's going on. If you didn't hear about this, Yaba, I think, was on Twitter saying, like, what the hell was up YouTube with the pay? Yesterday, she was doing that, right?
Right. And
Yeah,
I didn't get the email either. Usually you
me
get an
neither.
email, right?
Yeah,
So I that doesn't mean I don't think she's with Natter right now. I just don't think she could have hit the ATM and got like liquid cash to give him. So uh yes, she's with him, but he didn't get his allowance. Let's just put it that way. If it's like we didn't get paid, I don't see why she would have got paid. Does that make sense?
it totally makes sense
It
to
does.
me
Hi.
because she's depending on this pay. She's probably maybe freaking out a little bit because she's like, what the hell? It's like 6:30 now, EDT, and I still haven't been paid. WTF? What's going on? Yeah, because I've been checking here and there. Like I said, I checked just over 5 minutes ago, and yeah, no pay whatsoever. So whoever was
Mm.
depending on pay today to pay their bills and whatnot, you gotta wait. Maybe it'll come in this evening, tonight, or tomorrow. Who knows? And
Hey, Girl Connections.
Hey,
Marsky
Kitty
says
J.
Monday was a federal holiday in the U.S. Yeah, it was Juneteenth was observed on the Monday, so that would make sense that people would be getting paid on the Tuesday for the USAers. So that well, or is it pushback? Who knows? I don't know what's going on because even if Monday the Juneteenth was observed on the 20th, then shouldn't they still get paid on the 21st?
I would think so
I
because
would think so.
that was
Yeah.
Tuesday, right? The 21st yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. The 21st was Tuesday.
Yeah. So chances are she doesn't have her pay right now. She did get her what she called her little pay, right? Which is probably Twitch. We were
Yeah,
thinking.
Twitch paid out.
Okay. So I don't know. Maybe she had to change her plans. She was gonna Costco bees. She was gonna scooter Costco bees today. She
Yeah,
Yeah.
said
she
with
sure
Pete.
was. She was supposed to. I forgot about that. And she
Uh,
didn't go live at all. So, when she don't go live, we already know that's a sign of where she is because she spent most of her time on live stream, period.
Yeah, true, true.
did any other cast and characters go live today? Did Peg Jam, Pete's, anyone?
Egg
I
Jam
haven't.
is coming live in 3 minutes.
Oh, what's
Drunk you talking about drunk jam?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever you want to call them. Peg
the
Jam, Drunk
drunken
Jam.
jam.
listen? I think Drunk Jam would be more inclined to Peg Jam. But
Right.
Okay.
what's the title of that? Just curious.
Tito's Pizza Mukbang and Hangout.
Oh Lord.
So yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me leave this window open because you see, Natter isn't so smart because he gave away exactly his position when he was at that max. Because if you look at the top window, it said 190 backwards. All I gotta do is look at all the max in Gatineau that has the address number 190 and find out where he was. Like he really isn't that smart now, is he? So it's like I know where you are. I know where you are, Nader. And look at this one, giving himself away talking about Tito's Pizza. I'm like, bro, you're in a small town and you're talking about Tito's Pizza. No, everybody knows exactly where you are because there is Tito's Pizza specifically in a few small towns. And there's a Tito's Pizza that's in a small town closest to Kitchener Waterloo. So you're just like giving yourself away to where you are. Like, what is wrong with these two? So even if I didn't know where he was, I could just Google Tito's Pizza, small town next to Kitchener Waterloo, and I know exactly now where he is. Like seriously.
They're not smart, and I don't think they realize how people can easily put the puzzle together with the smallest amount of clues. I don't think I don't know if SJM is aware of that. Hey, Hippieista.
Hi,
Hey,
hippies.
everybody. Hey, Curl. Curl Girl, you and I have got to get together and have coffee somewhere. We've got to pick a place in the middle between the two of us and meet because that would be so much fun.
Yes,
And
I agree.
the other thing I want to say is I just think she's embarrassed as hell because she don't have no money. Her money didn't hit. We all knew she was broke to start with. She's just broke. And
hmm
that to her is worse than anything in the world.
I
My
agree.
opinion.
So what do you guys think she's doing at this very moment right now? Is Nattery yelling at her? It probably is if she's with him. Because he
Yeah.
wants his money now. He wants to get the hell out of Dodge. And they're probably pissed off. That's why both of them ain't coming on.
Well,
Well,
and
she
if she doesn't have her money, he doesn't have his.
but I'm thinking that she probably using her Twitch money on him, the little bit that she did get.
Oh, Lord, Lord, she ain't ever gonna change. Why are we chasing this? This is just like Groundhog's Day all over again.
hmm And do anybody know when OnlyFans pay out?
I heard you
19th.
can withdraw every 2 days on
Oh, okay.
there. Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that's at a zero balance right now
All right,
because
so
she
House
did have
Hannibal.
Paneer.
Yeah, Pete said something about being woke up by payday loan people, so add that in as well. When did he say this, Hannibal? Was that today or yesterday?
It was this morning at
Oh,
like
he did a live stream this morning?
no. He was on hers
Oh.
and
Oh
he
wow.
said he was woken up. She asked him, "How did you sleep?" And he said, "Well, I was doing okay until I was woken up at 11:20 by the Express loan, I believe it was Express Finance
Oh,
Express
wow.
loan."
Okay.
one of the two of them, and that's
Uh,
when she just shut everything down. She muted everybody, and then at some point she even moved it so you couldn't read her lips.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
So they were calling Pizza's cell phone, I assume?
Yeah, because we think that she probably had to take it out in Pizza's name because she don't have no credit.
oh, it
Or
was easy finance. Okay.
or either she used Pete's as a reference, because sometimes when you
Oh,
go to
they'll call the
those loan
reference.
places, you got to
It,
have
yeah, I
references.
was about to say that like his number is probably secondary to her primary number in case they can't contact her. Then
Hmm.
they'll contact him as a reference of some sort.
So,
Wow.
Monty, is Easy Finance like a payday place?
Easy man, I can't believe we're gonna have to get into this easy finance.
I'm so sorry.
But no, it's all good. No, this is information, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
This
no,
was good
it's not like
information.
payday loan. It's more like more long-term borrowing, because payday loans are short-term borrowing, right? Because you have to pay back your next pay. With easy finance, you're borrowing more for on a longer term at an exorbitant interest rate. So it's just as bad, but it's just spread out so they get more money from you over time.
Over time. The other thing is when he was saying all of this before she cut him off, before no, not before she cut him off, but before she muted us, before she cut us off. She said, he said, "Did you get paid today?" He said, "They woke me up and did you get paid today?" So they're looking for
Wow.
their money.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
that's a payday loan, because long term, like if you have long term loans, they're not looking for their money back that fast. You know what I'm saying? Payday loan, they want it right on the day you say your next payday is.
Unless, of
Unless,
course, she's been defaulting on it and not paying it.
That's true.
And then
exactly.
Well, wasn't that what happened the last time? Like she was talking about getting calls back a month ago that
yeah, but
they
Hmm.
called her.
yeah, but the fact they called Pete instead of her, and you could tell she was not happy that he brought this up without starting a conversation where she could mute it.
Yeah, that really sucks. Where was this conversation? Was that on the Twitch or was that on YouTube?
I don't know. It was all on Yaba's stream this morning.
Okay.
And it was from Foodie Beauty. I don't. It would have to have been on YouTube.
I want to say it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It was on YouTube. Gotcha. Hey KW, what's up?
I think she may have deleted that. I'm not sure. Um,
Yeah, I just checked. Playboard says there are Ready Set Bees and I Need Coffee were deletions from yesterday.
and did you get it? Because I think I might need it.
Yeah, it's on the farms, and I did I have a backup, of course. I will take yeah, so I have it if you need it.
Okay. So what if we don't get paid till the 26th and it is like a payday loan? That would be like interest on top of interest, no? If she was supposed to pay it today?
Yeah, I think that's how they do it. When I took those loans out, I actually never defaulted because I just didn't want any more trouble. But I was stuck in the cycle, so that's why I know like it's just really bad to have them. But yeah, they're probably interested and they probably might not let you borrow again. Maybe I don't know how they do things over there. If anybody has any experience with this, then please tell the panel because I have no idea what they do as a consequence of you not paying when you're supposed to.
Yeah,
Well,
God,
I
I
mean,
don't even want to know.
well, I mean, I've never had a payday loan, but I know people that has had a payday loan here in the U.S. And I know they either when you go and apply, some of them make you like post date checks. Um, so when you get paid, they just deposit that check and get their money. Some of them allow you to like just pay the interest, and you could go on to the next 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I know people that has had them. I've never wanted to get into the whole payday loan thing because I don't want no one to have no control over my money.
Yep. And the other thing I saw, and I do not know where this stream is, Monty, but it was on her stream. And she was driving in her car and it was raining horribly, which God, I wish you'd send the rain down here to Texas because Carl, you
Yeah,
know, we're dying.
it's hot.
But she said, okay, my money came in, but it's already gone out, and I'm not going to have any money for several months.
I heard her say that too. She had that on her. She had a live. That was her
That was
live.
on her live. Thank you, Curl. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm so confused with everything that I've seen. But
Look at the
yeah,
interest rate. Wow, 29%.
Are you on your old mic, Hippiesta? Because you're crackling for some reason.
I
I don't
don't
know.
even have a new mic because since I'm gonna have to start using, I guess my Apple Mac because I know that's how Natural Ginger has figured it out. So sorry, but no, I'm just on my iPad. I think
Okay.
it's an
Yeah.
iPad thing.
There's something about those iPads, like with StreamYards, they crackle. Or either it's an echo.
All right, so this is the place. There's two places that I know of that you can get loans for practically 30%. It says 29.99. That's 30% term from 9 to 84 months. So that's 3/4 of a year to 6 times 12 is 72, right? Plus 7 years. So you 3/4 of a year to 7 year term for $520,000. That is a lot to pay back. They'd rather some places love when you go longer because then they can pile on the monthly payments and get you stuck. If you know what I mean.
God, this is even worse than a car loan.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So
Yeah.
that means she's
Yeah.
probably tried to get as much as possible, and maybe she has been defaulting because the competitor to Easy Financial is Fairstone, and I know you guys have that in the States, don't you?
I
What
think
was
so.
it called, Monty?
Fairstone.
Fairstone. I think so.
Never heard it down here. Have you, Curl?
Oh, yeah. Like those Easy Financial and Fairstone are sharks, man. They do a lot of this whole thing where they'll give you money with pretty simple application, but the amount you got to pay back is like exorbitant. Like this is the equivalent of like a get a loan. You know how they used to give get a loans for people
Mm-hmm.
um with for people in like dire straits. Like this will sink you. Like if you get enough of these so-called quote unquote ghetto loans, like if you get a ghetto loan for your house and or your car or your credit cards, you are sinking. You
Yep.
might not know it, but you are sinking. So yeah, this is like a legalized loan sharking pretty much with these terms. So I wonder how
Yep.
much you borrowed.
Once
Monty,
I
let me ask
paid,
you a question. I'm sorry, hippie. So go ahead.
I said once I paid my house off, I wasn't getting involved in any of this mess.
Once I got in the house, I wasn't thinking about no loans. That's the only loan I got. Well, I'm sorry, my car loan. I do have a car. I do have a 2020 car, so I'm still paying that. But that's it. My house note, and my car.
Yeah, am I saying ghetto loan? Yeah, I am saying ghetto loan because that's the term used for predatory loans. They're called ghetto loans. It's not anything. Well, actually, I can't even say that. It was racial, where it was the poorer communities where they used to give out these loans primarily to people of color, persons of color, where ha, if somebody has the same amount of or gets the same amount of money per year, but the only difference is one person has very good interest rates of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, and the other person has several loans with APRs at like 30%. The second person is gonna drown in debt. based on the APR and the percentage that they've been given. And that's why these loans are ghetto and predatory, because they used to use these loans to target people to sink them into debt. So it's this very passive way to mess people up financially and screw over their lives. And that is just a reality of what was happening in the States and Canada and a lot of first world countries. All right, Dudu, I see you, so you can turn off your camera. I'll add you to the panel.
To me, I just feel so sorry for Pete's. I know Pete's is a grown man, but he has so many issues. But anyway, I feel sorry for Pete's if she's been using his name and his information, because he's sunk. He's his credit is sunk.
Yeah. Well, let me ask this question, Monty. How long has her bankruptcy been?
That's what I want to find out. Does
Hello,
anybody
can you hear
know?
me?
Because we can hear you. She bought her vehicle, her Kia, used, right, during the midst of her bankruptcy. That's why she had to pay a higher APR,
Yes,
right?
she bought it used, and that's what's so surprising, that they gave her such a long loan. Because here in Texas, you couldn't get a loan for that many months for
No.
a used vehicle.
Because here in Texas, the finance company won't even approve you for a loan that long for a used vehicle.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's I don't know if it's like illegal or what it is, but you can't finance a pre-owned for, what would it be with her now, 72 months?
The funny thing about that is I got a used vehicle myself, and I financed it for the longest period ever, and that was 72 months. So I guess it's just different in Canada.
Y'all are lucky. We can do 5 years on a new car, but not a used.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I think we can go up to like 84 months even with loans here. So that's like
Wow.
7 years. Hippie, you might want to leave and come back because the crackling is a bit too much at this moment.
I will do that.
Okay.
Hey, Dudu, welcome.
When I got my Maxima, I got 5 years on my loan. So, and my husband's car, he got his car in 2015, and his was 5 years as well. So, and they both were new cars. Hi,
Okay,
Dudu.
that's pretty cool. Hey, Dudu.
Hi, Monty. How are you?
I'm okay. So, did
I'm
you have
back.
anything to say, Dudu?
Dudu, you're muted right now.
All right. So, Carrie Pie asks, is Canada is bankruptcy on public record? Yeah, it is. It's on your record for 7 years.
I think my mic is playing out. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay, great.
So, welcome. Did you have something to add, Dudu?
Kidney J, can I ask you a question? How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. Nothing I'm not used to right now, so it's all good. I had like a setback in May where I lost some blood, and I'm still recovering from that. So it's just one little bump in the road can like send me sort of astray, but it's nothing I'm not used to. So no, overall I'm good. Thank you, Hippie.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Your thoughts and prayers all the time, sweetie.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, 2/3 of you think that Foodie Beauty and Nader are in Montreal now. 1/3 think they're still in Gatineau, Ottawa. Okay, good to know. Some of us think that long stretched out months is a nightmare. It depends on how you structure it. If you structure it where you can pay it all off at once, or you can make an overpayment, such as, let's say you got to pay like 200 a month, but you pay like 250 or 300 without consequence. or you can pay it off in a lump sum without consequence, it can actually work out in your favor, because then you have more control. Where if you think you might have a hard time paying the monthly, then at least you have that benefit of a slightly lower payment, and then you can kind of maybe save somehow and get yourself in a favorable position. But that's just me.
Monty, if you don't mind me asking, and you can just give me a ballpark, what do y'all pay for car insurance?
That's varied. Sadly, I have been quoted in my lifetime when I was younger of 1,600 a month for car insurance at one point in my life.
No
What
way.
crap?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then at low end maybe 120 something. Well, it's the same everywhere, right? When you're a teenager, your
Yeah,
insurance
but
rates
it
are
ain't
through
no
the roof.
1,600 a month.
I know,
No.
right? Can you imagine about
Wow.
Yeah,
$1,600 a
no.
month for
When
car
we had it, our
insurance?
teen, when he started driving, it was $100 extra.
But you probably added him as a secondary driver, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
Monty
Yeah,
on your own, it
that's
would be
what we do on my
1,600, right?
son.
Yeah, it would
yeah.
be.
I mean, it was $100, and oh Lord, have mercy, 1,600. I can't even imagine. Okay, do we think Chantel pays for car insurance?
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, she would almost have to if she still has a loan, right? Is that a requisite in Canada, Monty?
It depends. If the car is under her name,
Well,
then
no,
she would have to have insurance tied to that car that is under her name.
okay, in the US, if you have a loan, you have to have car insurance. If you've paid it off, you could just say screw it and you'd be against the law, but if you're going to keep a loan, you have to have car insurance.
Yeah, if you're the primary, yes, then you would
Oh.
need insurance.
Mhm. We pay an extra $150 for my 18-year-old, so I think that's pretty good to say the least.
Hmm.
Because I've heard of some people paying more for their teenagers.
No, I think that's really good, Curl, because my guy was 15 years ago. So I think that's really good. Because we're in the same area. So I think that's a good price for your 18-year-old.
Yeah.
And Curl, I can't believe you have an 18-year-old. So there you go.
Well, actually, he'll be 18 in November. He's he's a big tall boy. I shouldn't call him a boy, I guess. He's a young man.
Where is he going to go to college?
University of Houston, of course.
Well, there you go. That's where my boy has a master's in philosophy of all things from UH.
Yes, he's going to start off at the Sugar Land campus and then transfer to the main campus.
And all of y'all people who want a good education, come to Texas. U of H is good.
Or you heard that. So yeah, so I guess we can confirm she does have a loan of some sorts, maybe not payday loan, but it's a high interest rate loan from a predatory company, Easy Financial. And it seems she's already having problems with that loan.
Yeah, and Pete's was not happy. Trust me, Pete's is getting more unhappy every day.
Yeah, indeed.
So
So
if she has no money, does this mean the sex dolls are canceled?
Of
Reggie
course.
and Oliver?
Oliver is definitely canceled.
Yeah. Maybe she'll have to downgrade to Monty's Dee Dee type.
God.
I still don't understand why she won't make a deal with Adam and Eve. Everybody else on the internet has a deal with Adam and Eve, and she
You're
could,
right about that.
absolutely get some use from it.
I don't know. I might have to dip if she starts slinging butt plugs and anal beads. I don't know. That might be my line. Might be my line.
Not butt
Okay,
plugs. It ain't no
he would
bees.
probably do that, be that specific. But I mean, there's some of the people who do Adam and Eve, and it's very nice. So, but no, she'd probably be as crude as could be.
Hippies, to who do you like promoting Adam and Eve that are nice about it?
Peter Mon is nice.
Yeah, okay,
And
agree.
also Zachary Michael is very nice.
Right.
Okay.
Neither one of them are rude as heck and or as what I want to say.
Crass?
Crass. That's what I want to say. Neither
Okay.
one, they make it enjoyable and you still know what Adam and Eve is, but it's not thrown out there in your face.
And
I'd
we
love
can
to
agree.
see Nada promote it, actually.
What was that, Doodoo? Okay, but we can agree Foodie Booty would not have the same finesse.
No.
Oh God, no, she'd be crass
No.
as hell.
Well, at least Natter could get a discount on his poppers.
Yeah. Monty, when's your Adam and Eve code coming in?
I haven't signed up with them yet, so I didn't even know. Maybe I guess I should sign up for Adam and Eve since we have these sultry Monty After Dark talks sometimes.
Well, you
Oh,
better get
sultry. I'm
anything.
keeping it PG right now.
Okay, that's
It's not
fine.
dark yet.
Well, Monty, you would absolutely get Chantel. She would absolutely come on your channel and use your code to get a few things. Because I'm sure she watches every one of your live streams, whether it's After Dark or Stories of the Internet. She's on it.
All right, good to know. Yeah, I wonder if she's watching right now. We
I'm
have a
sure.
good amount of people right now watching, so
She might be watching some like post green peen sex sort of
exactly.
you know.
I was thinking, yeah, to get it from Monty versus Minty to help with the props. Yo, those props are quite expensive, you know.
Yeah,
I gotta get paid
that's a good
somehow.
idea.
It is a good idea.
Yeah,
So
I
are
think
some people lost? Some people don't know what's going on. Well, I guess it is because I think if you count out the hours of watch time or that, that she does per week, that she streams, it's like 60 hours a week. How can you keep up with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's way too
I don't
much.
know. And her twin is on live stream he's devouring a whole pizza by
You mean
himself.
Sham?
Yes.
Well, and yesterday we got to watch him do what, Everclear and chased by a root beer. Is that what it was?
Actually it ended up being whiskey and
Whiskey
root
chased by
beer.
root beer?
Yes. And then he
Okay, God,
changed
I was much better with the Everclear chased by root beer. Okay.
from root beer to Sprite.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy.
Then he got to the point where he couldn't see anything, so he tried to put his glasses on, still couldn't see, and then he took them back off. It was a whole mess.
Well, yeah, with that much Everclear, couldn't see much of anything either. But I do like the vine. I do like the vine in the back, and only because I'm jealous, because I can't grow anything.
Monty, do you mind? My husband is here. He likes to join in.
Sure, what did you say?
I said, would you mind if my husband joins in? He's right here.
Sure.
He's been following the Chantal verse, and he's got a liking for Nada.
He's got a liking, as in he likes what he does.
No, I think he finds him attractive.
Does your husband have a name, Doodoo?
No, he doesn't want to be called anything.
All right,
Maybe
anonymous husband. Got it.
Right.
So what's so attractive about Nader?
He loves to mimic him.
Oh,
He just finds what he does is funny.
taking the shirt off and
Mm.
swinging it around and calling his baby
Yeah,
muscles man muscles.
he takes his stuff off and dances around.
And when he gyrate his hips, oh yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy that actually.
Okay.
It looks ridiculous doing that. Oh my goodness.
We absolutely don't want Natter to see the new Elvis movie because we do not want him to start trying to mimic that.
Someone was asking who's on the screen. Yes, that's S Jam.
Drunken Jam.
Another day of S Jam
He is really
with Tito's Pizza.
he's using this at his own advantage. This is crazy.
He's got a good amount of people watching him for some reason,
Yeah,
so
a
it's
lot of
working.
visors.
Yeah.
So how many are watching?
He's an absolute troll. Don't watch him.
He has about 60 people watching him right now.
So when do you think he should hit his monetization?
If he continues this, it could be in another 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Okay. I better work fast because his 15 minutes might fade. I don't know if 2 weeks would be a big enough window. Like I know I can't watch him.
No. You can't. It's hard to watch him without a reaction channel.
Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely boring. He's just as boring as Chantel and Natter.
He is not revealed that.
Even the drunken stream. The drunken stream was hilarious, and it was more exciting than his regular stream, but it was still boring.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't understand why people find interest in this. It's like it's so bad. Hey Tasha, we have you in the background. If you wanna join, show me your cam, and then turn it off after, and then yeah, I'll add you. Hey there, Tasha. Okay, I'll add you right now. Welcome.
Hey,
Tasha.
Tasha, welcome.
How you doing? All right, you got the Fruitopia.
Sorry about that. Was I muted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope the Texas folks are staying cool.
Yes, ma'am.
It's and funny enough, here in NYC, it was like freaking 60 something degrees. Like you had to wear a hoodie today. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it.
I wish.
This weather's crazy. But I don't know if it's been spoken about already, but is it me or is Pete getting sick and tired of being sick and tired?
No, I've noticed that too.
He's lately, there were a few videos ago where he came in because lately she's been really treating him like a servant, but he came in with her food and he came in and he just kind of threw it down and she asked, do you want something? And he's like, nope. And he was already saying nope and almost at the door. He seems like he's getting really, really fed up. And I think the night where he came in the room and was like, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pete is really starting to
That was
look
his
to the left
breaking
and look to
point
the right.
there.
Yeah,
That
I think he's
was
over it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
I guess I would be tired too. Who's not tired of the Natter talk? That's all she talks about now when she's on live stream is Natter and Dee Dee. Like, get over it.
It is. It's
Keep
old.
on. Jeez. I've never
It's
seen someone
old.
that just constantly talk about the same people over and over and over again, same subject over and over again.
And I think you guys were talking about the whole loan situation. And it seemed to me that, a lot of people keep saying, oh, she's probably using the same. Peace doesn't have any income, save for the little
True.
money that he makes on YouTube. I think because it's happened to me before, somebody called me. It was from another state and everything. And I'm like looking for somebody and I knew the person. I'm like, what is this in relation to? Did something happen to them? What's going on? And they're like, no, no, no. We've been trying to get in touch with them. Please have them give us a call. I was like, well, can you tell me like where, like the name of your establishment? And they did, and I Googled it. And what do you know? It was like a payday loan place. And those people are notorious for like they will harass your references just like they'll harass you because
Yes, they will.
essentially they're seeing you as the gateway to the person who borrowed the money and for good
Yeah.
reason, right? That's the whole reason
Mm-hmm.
for a reference. So I'm thinking that's what it was. And if you listen to the question he asked and you all mentioned the follow-up, he's like, so did you get paid today? Why would you ask that? They're two separate things, right? Oh yeah, I slept until such and such until this company woke me up. And then the follow-up is, did you get paid today? Why would he ask if she got paid? My guess is that maybe she has the date set, maybe as YouTube is funny with the days, like a day or two off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's possible if they didn't get it, yesterday, right? Or the day before or whatever, that they would call and be like, hey, this payment, this is we're looking for this person, blah 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 blah. And maybe that's why Pete's asked, you got paid today, right?
So Tasha, who I think called you, they're called a skip tracer, and they'll look at like acquaintances, neighbors, everyone, right? But
Everybody.
for Foodie, we're we're assuming that she gave Pete's his number as like a secondary contact,
Uh-huh.
or the loan may have been in his name.
No, I think it was a secondary contact, and I think mine was a secondary contact actually as well, because the person told me when I asked them about it, they stated, yeah, I listed you as a reference.
Oh, I'd be pissed if they didn't
Oh
ask me
And
first.
wow.
that was the second part of our conversation was, why did you not tell me about this beforehand? And I'm not being mean, but if you are at the person's age getting a payday loan, in my mind, okay, and you have to use me as a reference, that in itself lets me know that I might be getting a call. I should know that
Right.
because the chances are high that you're going to default on said loan. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just don't understand how this woman makes that amount of money and is in the place she's at. And I think part of that is maybe her parents sat down and had a talk with her and said, "Oh, honey, you got to do something about these taxes and everything else and all of that good stuff." And maybe that's why she's like, the next few months, my money's not really mine.
Well, I don't think she's not making the same amount of money she was making prior to her channel getting taken.
I agree. When she got yeeted, it was all downhill from there. I think like right before that, she was raking it in,
Yeah.
right? Because of all of the CPAP and the TV rescues and God knows what else.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember. But yeah, she's not making, that same amount of money. And when you're borrowing money, you're having to pay that money back. So if you're not making as much money as you were in the first place and you're having to pay money back,
You're in a
that,
hole.
you're looking really crazy. And remember, YouTube only pays out once a month, right? And she's
Right?
not a budgeter by any stretch of the definition. So at
Hey,
the
the
end of the
funny thing
day,
was what
what's that?
I said the funny thing was she said, well, I did make 20,000, and I'm not saying I made 7,000, but it's somewhere in between. That was what I mean. That's a hell of a big spike, a big
That's a big drop.
difference.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at her. She blocks her beezers. I mean, who wants to keep paying monthly for somebody to block them? She blocks the beezers. She's not getting
Or
in the super chats like she used to.
oh,
So
she's
it's a
not
lot.
any super chats because Monty tells us. I mean, Monty tells us it's like $10 here, $13 here. We're whoopty doopty. I could probably go find that in my, outside somewhere.
Hmm.
She's she's just not. I don't know what she's gonna do. Honestly, I do not know what she's gonna do. I don't know if she can pay rent. I don't know if she can eat. And then she's got this whole drug addiction thing. I don't know what's gonna become.
She better hope this merch kicks off. And by the looks of those comments, those suggestions, baby, she, she she might be in for a rude awakening over the next couple months if she doesn't get it together. Seriously, with her finances, because Twitch is not YouTube, honey. It's not. Their community is not going to put up with the way she acts and constantly blocking people and being ugly and mean. That community is it's not YouTube. It's just not YouTube. And I just don't understand. She could just put out a couple OnlyFans vids a month.
Come on
I
now,
don't,
she's too lazy to do
she
that.
like the laziness is just beyond me. You could get a nice little stream going. There's a niche for, a lot of the theater stuff or whatever. Go for it, do it, whatever. But this,
She don't put nothing into her second channel. She has the Beezer show just sitting there.
that whole Beezer thing, she's really kind of dumb, and let me tell you why. Chantal's a lot of things, right? But she can be funny sometimes. She really can be. And if she would have like developed the characters a little bit, she could have made it like a bootleg sort of office thing. It could have been funny. And people were actually waiting for it. How many times were people like going in her regular channel saying, "When are you uploading for the Beezer show? Are you writing the script? Are you doing this, that, the other?" People would
Taste
have
of the
watched it.
Mondays never happened.
And then she kept putting those bootleg, like little 1 minute videos explaining why she wasn't doing shit, which I didn't understand at all. Like, if you're not going to do it, just don't do it and be done with it. Don't make a 1 minute shitty video on why you're not keeping up with it. It's pointless.
Well, I'm just happy she gave up on the flatulence shorts.
I was
Um,
thinking about that.
yeah, I knew she would. It takes like you can make money off shorts. It's just you have to be consistent to be on the short shelf. Like someone will watch one of your videos and then they'll like skip to the next one. That's sort of how you get the views. So if you're not putting out something, it's not going to be put into the algorithm basically. But no, I'm glad those are gone. As much as I enjoy looking at SJAM here, Monty, can you show us where Natter was on the map? You said you kind of knew.
Yeah, SJam can go.
I don't know if Monty's talking because he's muted.
My bad. I said, okay, so here was 190 Rue Saint something in Hull. So if you go on the map, this is where it was. You can verify it by the Ultramar. Yeah, here's the Ultramar that he was at, and then he went to this building here across the street.
We
This
don't
one.
see anything, Monty.
Oh crap, my bad. Okay, so he went to this building. This is where he ended up, and he left the live stream. But he was over here where the Ultramar is,
Okay.
and he was at the Max. But Max isn't called Max in Quebec. It's called, how do you even pronounce it? Like Couche-Tard or something like that.
Oh, the one with the owl.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So this is exactly where he was. This area right here. You were thinking, okay, why does it say Max there? Because this street view is from 2009. I have no idea why it hasn't been updated on Google, but this is okay. So now it's updated because this street view here is from 2021. So there you go.
Okay, Couche-Tard, I guess.
Yeah. All
And
right.
Uh,
So why did you
Pearl,
want to know this?
because I want to know in relation to where Foodie Booty is, how far it is.
Oh, it's right where the bridge is. Let me zoom out. So the bridge is called the Alexandra Bridge. So it's right where Hull is, right across from Ottawa. So you remember where his old area is. So here it is, and this is where all the bridges are. So this is practically downtown where he was.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, you know how I am with geography. But someone said on Twitter the other day that Foodie Booty legit thought Windsor was on an ocean.
Are you
What?
serious? Wow.
Yes. Okay. I'm not even that bad.
Oh wow.
Carl, can I ask you a question? Can I send you my email in the chat in the personal chat here on this?
Absolutely.
The
And I'll send you mine.
and we can connect.
Sure.
Okay, then I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
And anybody else?
Yeah, so it was very far from where Foodie Beauty lives, but then again, he said he had an appointment, right? So maybe I should check what areas are there downtown. Is there like a Palais de Justice there? Let me check how far away that is. Yeah, there is a Palais de Justice, which is just a courthouse, is what it means. Yeah, and is it walking distance? Yeah, it is walking distance. So everything is in that area. So did he go to the courthouse? I have no idea what this appointment is. There's a lot of places in terms of that deals with criminality. It could be something to do with his PO appointment, of course. It could be maybe he's going to the courthouse for something. But there's anything and everything that is downtown is right here, or a lawyer's office exactly.
So there would
Yeah.
be some seedy no-tell motels there too?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there would be seedy hotels, motels in the area. Do you want me to check for that? Like a motel?
Yeah, sort it by sex chair, if they have the sex chairs.
Yes, Google just knows everything, right? Let's just sort everything if it has like a fuck stall or not there. Let's just do that.
Come on, if Natter knew,
All right,
you can
so
do it.
all right, let me put the map back on. There's a lot happening, and all right, gotta do that to that person. Okay, so there are places. There's the Best Western there. We see right there, Best Western plus Gatineau, Ottawa, downtown. Then there's Les Suite Victoria. Okay, then there's what's this? 4 Points. I mean, it has some really good places. This is downtown, um, of course, but it's not really that far away from his old stomping grounds, right? Because if I go up this way, this is his old stomping grounds here. So can you walk that? Yeah, you could. It might be a journey, but you could walk it or have somebody pick you up from downtown and bring you there.
Oh, I think Speedy Natter could walk anything.
Yeah, of course.
That's definitely doable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thanks for doing that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Geography is not my strong suit.
Mm-hmm. All right, no worries. So
But
let me put the invite link back out since we might be having some shady people trying to get on the stream at this very moment because we're having a lot of conversations in the back talking about certain things. Yeah, as some of people in the panel are noticing. So I'll put the join link out there. So if Hippieista wants to come back, Hippieista. Tasha, if you want to come back, come back. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas as exactly what his appointment was, then by all means. It is quite far from where Foodie Beauty was, but then again, it was his appointment for a specific reason.
I personally believe she met him at his appointment. When was it? Today? Was his appointment today?
No, it was
Or
yesterday.
meeting? Okay. I think she met him she met up with him, and that's why she hasn't gone, live that much today, because she's going back to meet up with him. He probably got her to take him back to Montreal, because isn't that like a $200 Uber?
Yeah, it is. And there's no reason to be spending that money, especially when there's so many ways to get from Ottawa to Montreal.
Well,
Yeah,
But
that's what
the
you had
way
said. You had
the
said
way
there's public
go ahead. I'm
transportation.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, Monty, you had said there was public transportation like trains or buses.
yeah, yeah, it's a very common hub to go from Ottawa to Montreal. So there's zero reason to be taking an Uber or a Lyft. It's way too much money. I can get from Montreal to Ottawa back when things weren't so rough. I used to pay 20, $25. Nowadays, it's more like 30, maybe 35, but that's still a lot better than $200. Yeah,
Right.
there's buses, there's trains, there are ride shares constantly. Yeah, there's all sorts of
And
things.
and the way he was pulling all that change out of his pocket, I guess to pay for his cigarettes in the gas station, I don't think he probably didn't have the $200 to get back to Montreal.
Oh, really? Was he nickel and diming his cigarettes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I'm assuming he doesn't have fare back if he can't pay for his cigarettes. Yeah.
And then I don't know where he got dropped off at, but he was basically walking in the rain wet.
Yeah, he
Like,
was.
what the heck?
He was like, why is he doing that? And it was like he just stopped the stream pretty short. So I wonder, did somebody pick him up
Mm-hmm.
yesterday? Maybe we should take a look at that stream because Mr. S Jam isn't really doing much at this very moment. So let me change this to what Nader was doing yesterday. It's only 10 minutes, and we can see a lot of what was going on yesterday. So excuse me here for a second while I prepare this.
Yeah, because I completely missed that. I catch up with him basically clips from Twitter or from you, Monty. So yeah, let's see
Yeah.
Natter in the Rain.
All right, we're gonna do Natter in the Rain, I guess, on mute. He doesn't really say anything of substance, so I'll just keep it
No.
muted and see what's going on. So yeah, here is him walking. Fiona, I see in the background we got a cam verify. So if you wanna turn your camera on, I have to see you before I put you on stream. But yeah, so he's just randomly walking. This is Hull area. I did verify by the um the max, the number of the max, which wasn't actually difficult. It took me like less than a minute.
Oh, he has his sex toy backpack with
Yeah,
him.
he does have his sex toy backpack on,
He should have Twisty Fisty just like sticking out the top there.
right?
That'd be such a
Oh
great
wow.
added touch.
Yeah, and then here's he complaining that his pants are wet. So that lag isn't me, it's his internet connection. I don't know, maybe you should tell Foodie Beauty to up his data
I
that
thought she
he's
said
paying
she
for.
had the phone cut off.
You believe that? How many times has she told you she had the phone cut off, and then all of a sudden, magically, he has the phone and it's on with data, and then she comes back and tells you, "Oh, I'm gonna cut his phone off. I didn't cut it off the last 50 times I told you I was gonna do that, but I'll just cut it off this time because it's
She
believable,
don't
right?"
she don't want to lose that line of communication.
Exactly. She doesn't. But
He
that's
looks
that's
crazy.
her problem.
It sure is. Like, this
Mhm.
is a big child, man child. Have all these different people paying for stuff for him. Come on.
Okay, can y'all think of what kind of universe do we live in that all of these people have been brought together in this one little niche? I mean, and that we're watching them. I mean, that's almost amazing that all these not necessarily normal people are all together And yeah, I was just thinking about that. The universe had to have something to do with this. And I
Yeah,
hope the universe gets over it and gets rid of him.
you right about that. But look, they give us content. So
Yeah.
Well, they won't because they're one and the same, right? They're like magnets to each other. They just keep
yeah,
pulling people in. Now we have S Jam.
Right.
We had freaking Roman. By the way, have you heard from Roman?
Haven't heard from him. He
Alex.
said he was gonna message me about it the
Mhm.
next day. That next day was yesterday. Still haven't heard from him. So
Yeah, so he's just going to. This is how it's going to go. He'll sort of lay low for the week,
mm-hmm.
and then Sunday you'll go to the gym because you're on your way that way anyways.
Yeah.
And you'll say you have a, do a live stream of the gym or a video or whatever. And he'll be like, Monty, buddy, that's the wrong gym. Come on, I told you. I'm going to send you the address. And it'll just be like a whole big thing all over again. You'll set another date. Something else will happen. I'm telling you, he's herpes. He just keeps coming back and back and back.
But Monty, if in fact he does show up, there better be somebody there to stream it because
right.
Curl and I are in freaking Texas. We couldn't get there if we wanted to.
No.
I don't even have a valid passport at this point. So, so yeah, we need to make sure somebody is going to get it for us, at least the two of us.
Yeah, because I got to see that. And the way he disrespected your panel was so nasty.
That was wrong. That was so wrong.
I am so glad I wasn't on that panel that night. I had ended up going to bed early and I missed it, but I ended up seeing it the next day. And the way he was just calling the women out of their names, and then he got on his own stream and was calling them old ladies and bees and this and that. And I'm just like, dang, you gotta say all that?
Curl connection, sweetie. That's not. I'm not talking down on you, sweetie. Oh, that's so annoying.
Okay,
but I want to know which channel it's going to be streamed
we all
on.
Find out, is this a YTR or is this a
It's the real me. It's me,
it's
guys.
The real you. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That's all
yeah.
I
Hi.
know, that we had the real person. Okay.
Yeah, it's me. Hi, guys. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm good.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I was just doing my FBI work.
Thanks, hippie. I appreciate it. Looking out.
I'm sorry, Kidney J. What did you ask me?
No clue. It's all good. Oh, no. I wanted to ask which channel it's going to be streamed on. Because Monty has about 12 channels. I don't think we want it on Roman's channel, do we?
Look, I'll stream it on my channel.
It will be on. I'll do it on Monty versus Minty, I guess, or should I do it on Monty after? You know what? No, I'll do it on Monty After Dark so that a lot of people see the bullshit that is about to happen on Sunday.
Which, by the way, won't happen.
Yeah,
right.
I'm
What's
just,
happening Sunday? What did I miss? What's happening Sunday?
A rematch to the boxing match, it seems.
Did you save your dress?
Yeah, everything's still here, so it's on.
Yeah, YTR, you, me, and Curl, we really should be able to come up with some fun so we could get up there. But there ain't no way I'm going there for Sunday. But at some point, the three of us, we're all in the same place. We need to, like rent an RV and go have some fun.
Oh my gosh, that would be so great.
Yeah, well, that would be awesome.
If I could ever work from home, or if I don't have to work my soul crushing job, that'd free up my schedule. So I mean, no, but that sounds fun, like a trip or something.
Oh God, that would be so much fun to go up there and just peruse all the. We need an orange. We need an orange Julius, absolutely. and we need a proper poutine.
I want to try poutine because where I'm from, we do have cheese curds. We're all about the cheese curds, but I've never had poutine. I would give it a go. And I do love orange Julius's, and it sounds like orange julep kind of had that sounds similar to what their drink is over there. So I would
Yeah.
definitely try it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Roman is in SJam's live. Oh, it's
Oh
on then.
god.
They
Oh,
should
He is.
Monty.
Oh my god. What
Oh
a
my God,
leech.
Monty, you had me laughing so hard when you was in his chat yesterday. I was like, oh my God, Hannibal and Monty is in a chat together. And you know how Hannibal is he's hilarious by himself. Then we have you. You're a comedy act by yourself. It was just a whole shit show.
Right? And SJam was there, all all flushed, hammered, and I'm like, hey, if Roman can coax him into, I'll pick him up. I'll drive to the Kitchener-Waterloo area on Sunday, pick him up, tell him to
Oh
get
my
some
goodness.
gloves. It's on. He can take on Nader, and I'll take on Roman, or we could switch. I'll take Nader on. He can take on Roman. Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, so it's like a tag team thing now?
Yeah, exactly.
I would want to
Or
see
we-
you against Nader because we know you'd lay him out, and I think like Roman or SJam would be scared against Nader, but you wouldn't even care. You would just one punch him. It'd be no problem.
Right, exactly.
Oh, did you guys hear were you guys talking about the payday loan thing earlier?
Yeah.
I did come in and I did want to say the Pied Piper is coming because this is what she's been living like this for so long. But I do want to say, as much as Pete grinds my gears, I do want to say I do feel bad for him if this is if he's attached and his credits attached and his name's attached. Wow. Like, and she's evil to do that to him.
Roman is
Yeah,
like
it
a
is.
little leech. He's like a leech. He's like a flea on a dog. Like he keeps hanging on to anybody that'll give him some attention, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Not attention, money. He just wants money. Money.
He talks in circles too. What is it with all these people? They can't give a straight answer. They can't talk like a normal person as far as like they'll all talk in circles. They all talk very abstract. And I think a lot of it has to do with they're trying to like keep you on the hook to keep listening so that you're there watching for longer. But it's exhausting. It's exhausting when they do that.
Can you remind me, Monty, is Alex monetized?
Oh, Roman, yes, he is.
Yeah,
See?
he is.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
you see those buildings there? That's where he ended off with the circular balconies. That's across the street from the Ultramar. So he keeps looking around as if he's waiting
He's
for
waiting
somebody to
on
pick him
somebody.
up. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, you noticed that. So
Yep.
and that's why his live stream was only 10 minutes.
Yeah,
What do
they're
you
smart.
think? Do you know what he was up to?
No idea. We haven't seen him
He's
since
looking around.
this.
Look.
Yeah, but look at him. Yeah, it's as if he's like, "Hey, just meet me across the street from the Ultramar downtown hall."
Yeah, they
Oh,
picked a
food.
place without reflections this time.
Yeah, exactly. See, you're actually that's really true, Kenny J. Because I'm like, if you're gonna have somebody meet you somewhere, why wouldn't you have them meet you at the Ultramar? But then
Nope.
I forgot the mirrors,
Yeah,
the
too many
windows. and
windows.
everything.
Too many
So
windows.
yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, that actually is very logical that he would say across the street. Then that
Yeah,
makes
especially
sense.
with a cloudy, overcast day, the saturation is that much more.
Yeah,
Because of
yeah,
reflection.
exactly,
100%.
exactly. I hear that Foodie's live right now. Finally,
Mm.
I wonder why. I don't know what is the title of her live stream since she'll randomly come live.
So do we know if they've seen each other? Well, we might not know, but do we think they've seen each other, or do you think that he is not going to see her because she's out of cash, or what do you guys think?
Foodie's not live. She's not live. She just sent out a short, but she's not live.
Okay. Well, we did discuss this
Oh,
earlier.
I'm sorry. Never mind then. I don't
Yeah,
want you
no.
guys
We
to have
can
to
go over
repeat
it because not everybody was here from the start. We said basically that they're probably together, but she's probably freaking over the pay because I haven't been paid today, nor has Kidney J. And
Oh.
typically the pay would come in the mornings. And if you remember, Yabo was talking about her pay being delayed on Twitter yesterday. So it seems YouTube is having an issue with sending out the payments. So
Oh,
I'm not too pressed because there's always kind of two types of people. People who are like waiting by like the bank machine after midnight for their pay to drop. You've ever heard of those people?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
they're like, oh, it's after midnight. The pay has to be dropping. Let's wait here for a couple hours so that as soon as it drops, boom, we get it right. And for me, I'm like relaxed. I'm like, okay, I would prefer to get paid today, but it's all good if I get paid in tomorrow or the next day or the next day. It's all good.
Right,
Like,
and we
has
didn't
that
receive
happened
our
before?
AdSense email yet either.
Yeah, I haven't
So
gotten that.
usually that comes first.
And that is why they say that there isn't a thing as a payday for YouTube. It's a pay range, as in you get paid between the 21st and the 26th. So they have until the 26th to pay you.
Okay. Yeah. Has that happened before?
Never has happened in the time I've been getting paid from YouTube.
Only if it's a weekend and a holiday. So we have to remember probably Natter wasn't paid, Pete's wasn't paid, not only
Yeah.
Chantel, right?
Exactly.
But Monty, you do know Monday was a federal holiday for the U.S., right? So I don't know if that has something to do with it or not.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Typically, we
Yeah.
haven't seen that disrupt the pay period though, because it only
okay.
disrupts it if the pay period starts on the holiday. Then everybody gets shifted a day. But
Okay.
the
But yeah, but
Juneteenth was observed on Monday.
Monday was our first Juneteenth federal holiday celebration. Thank God.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
Absolutely.
Did
Thank
people
you.
Especially
know?
those
Happy
of us who are
Juneteenth.
down here now near Galveston, we know what Juneteenth, and we've always known what Juneteenth was.
Of
The
course.
rest of the world, I'm so glad y'all know what it is now.
Yay!
Monty,
Did you guys tell them
Monty, I have a
Juneteenth what it
question.
is?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Watia.
Oh, sorry. I just said, did you guys ever tell them what Juneteenth is? For anyone wondering in the audience that doesn't know.
No, but I guess you can, YTR.
Isn't it when the slaves in Texas were freed?
In Galveston.
In Galveston.
Yeah.
In Galveston.
1865, on June 19th,
Yeah.
that they were free, and that was 2 whole years after they were free.
Yeah. And
it
that's
was on
Galveston,
Galveston
right?
Island,
Yeah,
which
okay.
is
Yeah, that was Galveston.
approximately 45 minutes from Houston, Texas.
Houston, yeah.
And we've always encompassed it in our life, not necessarily as a holiday that we got off, but it's something that we all hugged each other and said Happy Juneteenth, and
like a memorial kind of, like a reverence kind of.
Thing.
Yeah.
But there was a lady named Opal in Fort Worth that walked all the way to the Capitol, and she's the one who got it made into a federal holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And that was last year. Yeah, last year. And she had been doing that for years and years and years, and finally last year it took. And she's an older lady. I think she's in her 90s. And that's just another older lady, because sorry, Monty, but go women. We take care of our people. And she did it until it stuck. And she said, I heard her on NPR Monday, and she said, I just can't believe that it actually happened. And again, she's in her 90s, and go Opal.
Yes. Yeah, and it's something just people in general celebrate here. So it's nice. It's a good thing too.
I want to ask the question I wanted to ask, Monty? Did Jericho D do your thumbnail
for this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jericho did
I'm
the
loving the flames on the back of the truck.
Yeah, it's very appropriate, isn't it?
Right. And it says Lion in Lachine. That is so funny.
Right. Hey, Andrea. Hey, what's up?
That is too funny. I just had to put that out there.
Yeah, for sure. So shout outs to Jericho D. I'll put a link to Jericho D's channel. Other than that, what else is there to talk about? It seems S Jam is really like Foodie Beauty. He promised a Tito's Pizza mukbang, but all he has been doing is talking and drinking something. Like there has been zero pizza. It's like you're literally like Foodie Beauty. You promise something and then you don't have it happen.
He
Yeah.
smashed that pizza.
I just know that
Not even
that
promised.
that Foodie's not going to make it if she doesn't get her money. I just know.
Ugh.
If tomorrow y'all don't get paid, and Monty, God, I hope you get paid tomorrow. I really do. But if Foodie doesn't get paid, she is going to absolutely have a conniption.
Yeah, we're gonna see a rager.
I just feel bad for Pete's though, because yeah, I
I
mean for
do.
her, I just can laugh it off. I feel bad for the cats and Pete's. If they weren't there, I literally would just be laughing because you reap what you sow, and this is kind of the lifestyle she's been doing with all her. You know, we've all been saying it's going to catch up with her for such a long time, so we are starting to see that the repercussions playing out. But yeah, unfortunately, it does affect the others in the house, and I'll be waiting for a rager as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Roman is calling S Jam a chubby chaser nasty. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
okay, Roman.
Lord.
And what was if he wasn't a chubby chaser? I'm
Wow.
confused here, but I'm oftentimes confused in this lot. So
I don't know. Is it news? S Jam is a chunky junkie. Like, okay,
I mean,
good
no.
job.
He
Be
lied
original.
and said that he wasn't into plus size women, but all he talks about is plus size women and how beautiful they are and this and that. Child, he was
Also,
talking
it's
about how
like
beautiful Dee Dee is.
it's like
Yeah.
if that's
I'm
your
sorry.
type, just
This
Oh
own
is
it.
yeah.
Like,
Who was saying that Dee is, looks good? Was that
it was
Roman?
S Jam. It
Oh,
was
it was
S
SM.
Jam.
Yes, I remember that. Okay, we got
But
little
look,
trash panda. Little trash panda. If you want to turn off your cam now, go ahead.
Oh,
can I give my opinion on how she looks to me? I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's
yes,
nobody
please.
else's opinion, but
No,
to
yes,
me,
please give us your opinion.
she reminds me of a big man.
I agree with you, Curl Connection. Hi, little trash panda. Welcome
I
to the show.
I little trash panda. I'm
But
just
no,
saying she
Curl
looks like a
Connections,
big
that is
tall man.
exactly, and I don't want to say that. You are what you look like, and she does what she can, but I'm sorry. Neither
When she
one
came
of them are gonna win a beauty prize.
no,
You don't have to win a
no.
beauty prize. I couldn't win a beauty prize. But I'm just saying that but if you can't, you don't have to win a beauty prize. You have to be a good person inside, and that doesn't work either with either one of them.
right, yeah, that's a good point.
Hey,
well,
I
the thing
mean,
that Dee Dee does have going for her is the fact that she is at least has a job, and she is
right,
trying to and she is trying to get her way through life.
I
Unlike
can
Foodie Beauty,
agree.
hoping that something will fall on top of her in her lap.
Yeah, Dee Dee seems to shower, so that's a point,
Yeah.
I suppose. In
That's
And
this
a
she
show.
big
does keep
plus.
herself up. She comes on camera appropriately and not in her bra and underwear like Foodie Beauty do.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Oh my God, my eyes even burned every time she does that.
little trash panda, when you said something about something falling on top of something, I just started dying laughing because I can see all kinds of crap falling on top of Foodie Beauty because she just stacks it up as she can.
Like Hannibal had me
I,
laughing yesterday.
I'm
He
just waiting for whenever if she lights a joint just the wrong way, that box mountain just gonna go up in flames.
had
It is a
Hannibal
safety hazard.
me and Hannibal was live on my channel yesterday, and he had me laughing because I was talking about how her camera follows her around, and he was like, "No, that's just the roaches in the back of the camera moving as she go."
Oh,
You know the roaches and the fruit flies have to get paid too. They're her whole setup. They're there with sound mics. They're like, okay, Foodie, let's go.
they're down for cinematography.
Right. Oh my goodness. You can't tell me she don't have some type of bugs in there the way they just leave trash sitting around. Feces on the carpet, throw up on the come on. Just clean your place. It's not that hard.
I finally think that James, her manservant, is finally done, and he's finally getting ready to get the fuck out of there. He's finally
He should.
gotten broken of the spell of Foodie Beauty.
But it's kind of too late in a way because it's like already now the the loan sharks, I'll just say it that way because I don't know all the details, but the loan sharks are coming. And usually when it's this bad, it's almost too late. He should have been getting a job, way back when he applied at that bookstore. He should have kept trying to get a job, but no, he listened to her when she told him, no, you just do YouTube, you don't have to work. And it's like, he's a grown man. He could have told her, no, I'm getting a job and I'll do YouTube in my free time. But no, he didn't. And now it's too late. And who knows what's going to happen with that.
Okay, but isn't the grocery store that's closest to them like a block away? So couldn't he walk
It is.
down-
Everything is in walking distance. There's no excuse for whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he
I've
would
had
do
to
a
walk to
second
jobs
job,
before.
and then he would probably get a discount on groceries. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, let's maximize this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Like there've been when I was starting out places, there've been times I've had to walk to a job. Like everyone's been there. It's better than not working.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but he could get a job at a grocery store, and then probably get a discount at the grocery store. I mean, come on, that's like
Yeah,
a
for
double
sure you
income right
can.
there.
Mhm.
You don't even have to look at just what you're making per hour. You got to add in my discount on my groceries. That's that's even more income.
Yeah. Yeah, they could be doing that.
They are just, I don't even know.
Does he not have a license, or do he not know how to drive, or what's the problem with that?
He supposedly he gets really really bad anxiety attacks when he drives, so that's the reason why he doesn't drive.
I don't think you ever got a
Okay.
license. I don't think you ever got a license. But there are people that don't drive and that have jobs and that do. I mean, yeah, you might have to, like we're talking about, your options might be a little more limited, but if they live in this area with these options, there's still something, right? So there's plenty of people that don't have cars, that pay their bills, work, all kinds of
Yeah,
things.
because for some reason he's looking at jobs that are literally in Toronto, in Montreal, and farther away from where he lives. Which I don't know why that he's doing that, because he lives in Ottawa and he doesn't seem to be wanting to be conversating with a lot of people anyway. Why are they determined to have him get a job in the big city?
Oh, please let Pete's become a Toronto man's. Please.
Man's number 6. Pete's man's. To clarify, Pete's did have a license when he was younger. He let it lapse. And if you let it lapse from, I believe, more than 2 years, you have to start over from scratch, because we have learners, then we have like an upgraded learners, then we have full. So it goes G1, G2,
Okay,
G.
my bad. Yeah, I've
But
heard
they're graduated
have a
licensing
license,
system.
but thank you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what's Natter and Dee Dee's excuse? Why
No
are they not driving?
Dee Dee has bad eyesight, and somehow Natter can't get a license because supposedly he can't see at all, but he can see money fine.
Right.
Curl, You and I don't understand this. Curl, you and YTR and I don't understand this because we live in Texas. And there ain't no place in Texas you can walk to do jack. But there are
no, there is not. There is no place in Texas you can walk, even if you wanted to. Our public transportation sucks.
Right. Okay, so you're from
and it's
Texas,
not all over the city.
Oh God.
Yes, I am. I'm from a small town near Sealy.
Okay.
Oh God, you're.
Well, you know that the public transportation here in Houston is not all over the city.
It's not, Jack. No. But there are some places in the world that absolutely, if you live in the mid city in a condo, you can do whatever you need to do without a car. There are places like that, and there should be more places like that. We just don't understand it because it ain't anywhere here where we are.
Right.
No.
And then on top of the fact that it's too hot to be walking anywhere
you
in
Texas. Yeah, you can get heat stroke.
Hippies, you're crackling, and let's not talk over each other because it's happening a little bit too often right now. So hippies, let's exit and come back in, and let's give each other some time to say whatever we need to say. All right. No worries. Hey, Foxy8. We got Foxy8 in the chat. I did see that. I just didn't want to interrupt anybody. How are you doing? Thanks for the mug, by the way. I do have that still, so I appreciate it. All right, go ahead. I think it was Call Connections. You were saying something?
Oh no, I was just saying how hot it is here in Houston. Like we're hitting 100-degree weather here. Nobody ain't walking nowhere. My kids don't even walk to the pool without shoes on.
No,
yeah.
in Texas, you don't walk anywhere during the summer. You pretty much, if you're gonna have a car, you have anywhere with AC. You pretty much run to the AC and run out to whatever you need to do, and then run back in.
That's so true.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off, but thank you so much for having me on, and good to see you all again.
Yeah, no problem, YTR. Nice to see you, the real one, finally on the panel.
Yes,
you've been getting trolls too much lately.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on, but I'll always say it to me if it is me. And just for the record, I'm usually not up super late at night. It seemed that, sometimes trolls are up at like 1 a.m. That's just not going to be me. I have a normal schedule, but I'll always let you guys know in the chat. But thank you guys. Have a great day.
All right,
have
take
a
care.
good evening, YTR.
Bye.
Bye, YTR.
All right. We'll wait for Hippie Easter to come back if she wants to. Other than that, S Jam just finished the stream. I'm not sure if he's gonna be back because he said pizza eating, but there was zero pizza eating. Somebody did say that he didn't want to eat pizza because he didn't want to throw up.
Yeah, because of a hangover.
Yeah, I'm like, that is a problem. Like he's day drinking and then he doesn't want to eat because he might throw up. Like you have a substance abuse problem if you're saying stuff like this. And that's really sad.
I'm sorry. How did he get through to he had a doctor's appointment today. How did he get through that with a hangover?
Lots of Gatorade and lots of hope and prayer.
Oh, God. Curl Connections, what was the doctor's appointment for?
For his leg injury.
Oh.
He said yesterday before he started getting really drunk that he had a doctor's appointment today. I think it was this morning. And he was pissy drunk yesterday.
Maybe he's like Foodie Beauty. Maybe he didn't show up. That's entirely possible. Just waste everyone's time.
Maybe. Ugh.
That's very sad. Hopefully he what can I say about that? That is just a very sad thing that he keeps drinking and drinking and drinking because that liquor is going to take your life away.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because I had a grandfather who lost his battle with cirrhosis of the liver, whenever about 5 years ago.
Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
So,
so
SM is also canceling doctor's appointments. Is this a thing in Canada, Monty?
Oh, he canceled it?
No, we're not sure he canceled. That was just speculation.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
he was,
That's
drunk as a skunk yesterday, so we're not sure. He couldn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, he couldn't even eat pizza online, so we're sort of speculating. Well, if you can't eat pizza online without, throwing up, how do you make it to his doctor's appointment today?
Mhm. I know it's a thing here, and I know with my doctors, if you just cancel within a few hours of your appointment, they will charge us $35 to $50 for not canceling within 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's a cancellation fee, because we don't have free healthcare here. We have a very, very poor healthcare system, which is totally a can of worms that no one should open.
Monty, do y'all have any kind of cancellation policy like that? Where
Yeah, there is, but it varies what kind of consequence you'll have. It varies per doctor or place that you go to. So every place is different, but typically you would have to pay, or maybe they'll give you a warning the first time.
So yeah, it does vary. Usually, if it's tests like an MRI or a CAT scan where there's a long wait list, I've seen on my letters that I get, like, if you want to cancel this appointment, give 48 hours notice. If you don't, you could be charged up to $300. A lot of the times, though, they won't follow through on that. If it's just like your family doctor and not a specialist, yeah, $25-$30, and you would have to pay it basically the next time you go. So if Foodie Beauty is not showing up to these appointments and they say, okay, well, we're going to charge you, she won't be charged unless she goes back. It's not like you get a bill in the mail. If you want to, rebook your appointment, they'll tell you, okay, we'll rebook your appointment, but you didn't give enough notice last time. So just so you know, when you come, we'll need $30 before you can see the doctor.
Oh, is that why she changes doctors almost every year?
Well,
whenever she decides to go?
I don't think it's a money issue with her. I think it's a non-compliance issue.
Is that why?
Oh, so they pretty much fire her as a patient then.
Most doctors here, it's pretty hard to get, quote unquote, fired as a patient. Even if they say, listen, it's not working out. I don't want to be in your care. I don't want to be responsible for your care anymore. They will refer you to another doctor. They won't leave you without anything.
Oh, which I've noticed that she's been having these different doctors. She'll say, I have a family doctor, but she hasn't seen her same family doctor again in almost 3 years. And she had canceled them so many times, and she had said, I have these telehealth visits, but she never really goes sees a doctor.
And I can't even imagine having a doctor fire me as a patient. But it does happen. I understand it does happen. But that is just mind-boggling.
Well, they don't want to be responsible. You have to look at Foodie Beauty, who's supposed to be taking blood thinners, and she hasn't had her prescription renewed in ages, hasn't had iron or blood work in ages. Doctor, and you're thinking, oh my God, this woman is going to drop dead from a pulmonary embolism. I've sent her letters, I've phoned her, she's not following through. So yeah, they'll basically just say, listen, it's not working. I'm going to send you to someone else that maybe you're more compatible with, because it's their license on their line, right? They don't want to be responsible for that.
Yep. And I just want to say that way back in the day when she had this pulmonary embolism and started with the warfarin, I am the person who got her hooked up with her meter that she can use to check her INR, because my mother does it all the time.
Also,
Yeah.
you were the one who sent her INR meter.
Absolutely, I'm the one. That was way before all this natter crap. That was.
Oh, I remember that, and she was doing it in a very, very poor way. She was barely really actually doing it properly. But I remember she was trying to do an INR on stream all the time to show that she was taking her health seriously.
Right, because my mother has to do it every 2 weeks, and then they change her warfarin depending on what her INR is. And
Yes.
And she was just like, well, I have to go to the clinic to have the thing done. I said, no, you don't have to go to the clinic to have the thing done. You can get a meter, just like a sugar meter.
Yes, just like a glucose meter.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't she have like hypertension and diabetes too?
But she doesn't know. She thinks she does not have diabetes.
Oh God.
She has cured for diabetes. She's out of the promised land of taking ever taking diabetes medication again.
But she also said her strips are out of date, so God knows what her sugar really is. And
she better
as far
watch
as the
that.
hypertension, you got to go to a doctor for that. She's not taking anything for the high blood pressure. She gets struck out at any moment.
Yeah, my dad, he's had several strokes from hypertension. Like, I'll never forget, like in 2005, he was in the house with us because my dad has always lived with us. And he was kind of like hitting his chest. He had been having a heart attack over 3 days and didn't know it and had to have triple bypass open heart surgery. So she's not taking her health seriously. She really needs to think about that. Because, people drop dead. People are dropping like flies.
Oh, yes, I know. But, Phoebe's refusal to do that is because she just thinks that she is above the actual reason to take care of herself.
Gosh, that's crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine seeing someone. I don't know. Do James even talk to her about her health? Like, you shouldn't be doing this, or maybe you should go see your doctor. I mean, he don't never like get involved like that.
No, that's her manservant. He doesn't say it. Tell her about anything like that. Just gives her what she wants, and that's it.
So when they went to that blood pressure machine at the supermarket, James's blood pressure was worse than Foodie Beauty's. So I don't think he's having any frank discussions about health with Foodie. He has his own issues.
Yeah, you're right about that.
She is taking his antidepressants, which are expired as well. So,
jeez, man, that is crazy. I couldn't imagine. I lost my mom. I lost my mother-in-law to cancer. My mom died from breast cancer. My mother-in-law died from colon cancer. And people need to take their health more seriously, Like, I'm always on top of, like, especially with my kids, I want to make sure my kids are healthy. So, like, from infant all the way up until teenage years, I've made sure they had their vaccinations, went to the doctor whenever they had a runny nose, and including myself. Kenny J, I know your story, but myself, I have multiple sclerosis that I've been having since I was 7 years old, and I'm currently 41. So you got to take that serious.
I think it's different, in my experience anyways, when you're diagnosed with this stuff as a child. It's really ingrained what you have to do to stay healthy. I find that when adults are diagnosed with, like when I see in the clinic or at dialysis with diabetes, the education is not there as it would be if you were a child. Because you have the child educated as well as you have the parents educated, right? Not saying that that's an excuse to just like let everything go, but that's just been my experience. It's a bit different when it's sort of like a juvenile or childhood illness.
Oh, Kidney J, I've been meaning to ask you a question since I just found out I got diagnosed with this last year. I got diagnosed with stage 3B kidney disease, and my numbers are actually getting a lot better than what they were. It's slowly but surely getting better. But can you ever really heal your kidneys from it, or is there's always going to be damage?
Okay, not a doctor. Preface, not a doctor. It depends on the cause of the kidney disease.
The cause of the kidney disease pretty much is probably diuretics and crash dieting and a lot of what do you call it? Undiagnosed diabetes when I was younger.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say like no, but probably the damage is done.
Okay.
Talk to your doctor, your dietitian. The diet is a big part of it. From like there's a lot of studies now. If you don't eat as much animal protein, which is hard on the kidneys, it sort of staves off the progression of chronic kidney disease.
See, I hardly eat animal protein to begin with. Like the most animal protein I'll eat is probably chicken and fish.
Yep. So, it sounds like you're on the right path if your numbers are improving, but, just check in with your healthcare team.
Because I eat more chicken and fish. I really don't care for beef. I never really have, and I also have learned to cut out things like sweet and low, and also things like salt substitutes.
Is that the
Because
real?
I'm very
Foodie?
what do you call it, prone to potassium.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Foodie
That is the
Booty.
real. That is the real Chantel. Okay, Chantel. Well, why don't you come up here on the panel and say that then?
Chantel, are you not in Lachine because that payday didn't hit today?
Chantel, come on! I want to talk to you. I've been a big fan for you for 3 years. Come on. Even though
Told
you
you,
have
Monty, she was in your
blocked me.
live. I told you she was in your. She was watching.
Yeah, just one word of note. When they both used the blood pressure machine, Foodie Beauty's blood pressure was 151/90, which was stage 2 hypertension. Pete's was 127/97. So Kenny J was right. His is worse because you look at the more of the diastolic rather than the systolic. So his is pretty high. It's 97. So by that, he is worse than her. But that
Yes.
was a night where I think he was really stressed because she was drinking a lot. So there's other factors, but if you look at the numbers alone, his is actually worse.
Could
Just a
you
note.
imagine? Could you imagine that's not him raging?
Right, exactly.
We need to look at his pressure post,
Rachel.
pony fleshlight. See what it is after that.
That's funny.
All relaxed.
Right. I guess Chantel took off. I did verify her. I went to her channel and it was really her that said that. So I guess she had to get her word in.
She talked about not in Lachine know-it-alls. Well, if you're not in Lachine, you're at a what they call it a ho- hotel, something like
No,
that.
no tell motel. We
No-tell
call it here.
motel, yeah. You in there with the bed bugs and everything else.
I think she just waited for that paycheck to hit so she can pick up Natter and bring him back.
Yeah, I guess so. I did get the email though. I got the email about 25 minutes ago saying to look for a deposit in my account. Typically, I would get that email the day or night before.
Yeah, the
It
night
hits.
before.
Yeah, but now I'm getting it now. So maybe it'll hit tonight, maybe it'll hit tomorrow. Who knows? It doesn't matter to me. But if somebody is really expecting that money and they have plans with that money, it could cause chaos in their lives. And I think that person would be Foodie Beauty. Maybe that's why she just isn't on because she's waiting for that drop. Because if she was at home, she would be on live. Come on, Foodie Beauty. We know you're not at home right now. That's why you dropped
And also you would know if she's with him tomorrow is if she never comes on live at all, or if she
right.
comes on live with an attitude and really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Because she comes on live with an attitude and very pissed off and raging, you know damn well that she couldn't give him exactly what he wanted, so that's why he's pissed, and so he took it out on her.
I just couldn't be in a relationship. I'm not, and I don't even call that a relationship. It's a situationship. That's what I'll call it. But I couldn't be in that where he only wants to see me when I have money. He won't claim me. He won't, you know, he won't treat me properly. But yet you keep running back to this? Like, come on, what are you not getting? Are you is like there's some misfires going on in your brain where it's still telling you to run back, run back, run back? Oh,
I,
I'm sorry. I know what
I,
it
I
is. It's because she she's going back to her abuser. Most women don't leave their abusers. She always brings that up.
most women can't leave their abuser. Most of their reason that women don't leave their abuser is because of kids, and because they have no money of their own to actually able to make their escape, or their abuser is their father, and they really can't leave them because again, you're ingrained to love your family.
She's ridiculous with that whole 90% of women go back to their abusers. I'm like, why you keep repeating that over and over like a broken record?
I think that she just wants to have a, what do you call it? How can I say this? A gigolo relationship, but without actually having a guy, quote unquote, be a gigolo, because she doesn't feel like she's paying for sex
And
when
she
she
don't want
actually
him to.
is paying for sex.
And she don't want him to be with. She don't want him to have several women. She don't want to share the man.
No,
But she has no choice in this situationship.
no, because this situationship, Natter is gonna go where he can basically have a place, and that's why he wanted to get a place with her. So if he got a place with her in the middle of Montreal, he will never have to worry about driving anywhere, worry about anything like that, and then he would basically be able to kick her out of the house and go, okay, bye.
I guess. I just couldn't keep going back. I'm sorry. I just couldn't be me. I feel like if you don't want me, I don't want you. Hey, caffeinated owl.
Because I found out from French Fry Girl where Dee Dee lives in Montreal, and Lachine is actually a suburb, and that the buses only go there maybe once an hour.
Mm,
So it actually
okay.
makes it very hard for Natter to get anywhere. So if he actually moved in the middle of downtown, it would make it so much easier for him to get to where he needs to be.
But where does he need to be?
Well, he
Right.
wants to be like where all the things are, like the planetarium, everything that him and Beauty go walking around to different restaurants. He wants to be able to easily make his connects.
But he want her to get the apartment.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
He
that
wants
won't get it
Beauty
on his
to get
own.
the apartment because Dee already told him, I'm not paying for you to get an apartment because he already has her own place. So you have to try to get someone else to either pay your way or you pay your own way because Dee Dee's already getting fed up with the fact of having him living there.
yeah, okay. He can't get his connects to the planetarium. Tough shit.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is, I found it hilarious because I actually made a chart of this. I'm like, if this man just wants to live in the middle of Montreal so he can have more fun things to do, why doesn't he just save up his money and just try to at least get himself a boarding house and just wait till he gets enough money to actually board an apartment? It'd be so much easier for him. But then again, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about, well, no, he's trying to get it as cheap as he can, which it basically means he don't have to pay shit and pretty much have PDB pay for everything. But he does not just want a studio apartment. No, he wants a condo like the way Dee has now, and
And
Beauty
he
can't
want
afford that.
and he want other people to pay for it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And he's
And
trying.
what is this whole thing with him trying to expose his ex mods or whatever he's trying to do? Half of the stuff he say I don't understand. I
And the
have to
reason
put
why he's
the
trying to
closed
expose his ex
caption
mods
on.
is because they stopped paying him. They stopped giving him
Oh,
money.
yeah, didn't he have them paying him to be a mod?
Yes, he had them paying $100 a month to be a mod. You got a wrench, and he could take it away anytime he wanted to.
100 a month? Wow.
That's
Yeah.
So he was
crazy.
taken then.
And you
Yeah.
probably have to send them your tits too.
Yes. Yeah, $100 a month to be a mod, and you probably got to be a mod for maybe 2 to 3 weeks
Really?
before he would
So
take it away.
I guess that's called the Toonie and Tits connection.
Yeah. No, it has to be
Only
the tits
Canadians will
too.
get that joke. Okay, a toonie is a $2 coin here in Canada. So it's
Oh,
toonie and tits.
I know what it is. I look up currency all the time. I know what
Okay,
y'all's
good.
currency is.
I know what you're talking about. I've heard of that. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
So yeah, so that is the reason why a lot of people were actually wondering why in the hell are people still paying him? Like, he has money, and he probably has a lot more than what Foodie has in the bank. That he's just hoarding it and using it to go either up his nose or just not using it at all.
You know what,
So
Monty? At
he
least it's not the loonies and lips connection. That would be 10 times worse.
If it was the what and what connection?
Loonies and lips?
Yeah. I guess so.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
downstairs? You
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, exactly.
so he got mods paying him to be a mod on his channel. Then he got Foodie paying him to give her sex. Then she has members only chat where you can only chat unless you're paying. That's crazy. This is a soap opera.
That's why I said, like, this man has found a way to make money by literally doing nothing. It I don't know if I feel like, what do you call it, very impressed by it or very negative by it, because I'm like, in one sense you gotta see the intelligence of what he decided to do. He made himself a money machine.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I couldn't. I gotta get my mods to pay me so I can give you a blue wrench. Don't you know blue wrenches are free?
He calls it gifting a wrench. That's what he calls it. If you give him $100, he gifts you a wrench.
Wow.
He gifts you a membership. That's what he calls it.
See, that's how much I don't watch him.
Oh, I
didn't
don't
even
watch
know
him
that.
either. The only reason I know all this is whenever one of his mods actually came out and talked to Gary, and they had a conversation about it.
Hey. And then he turns around and try to expose them because he's not getting money from them anymore.
Yes,
Well, yeah.
because
That's why they
yes,
get the pictures and the DMs, so he has something to hold over you, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nasty.
yeah, because
That's
he actually screenshots and he actually records your conversation with him, and you make sure you do it on Facebook. Because on Facebook you can actually record the conversations and you can actually keep them saved in your file.
yeah, because iPhone won't allow you to record conversation.
No. Only Samsung will. Samsung will let you record conversations and let you keep them.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not a Nata fan, so I feel bad for the mods that he has exposed. Like some of the women, like I know for sure one of the women that he exposed, she really didn't deserve it because she sent him some kind words. She really did, and I feel so bad that he did that to her. And it was nothing sexual. It was nothing of that nature. It was all positive, like, you
It
know,
was
she was
it was very supportive. It was very supportive of his
right,
channel and very supportive of him. And she
right.
basically was trying to get him out of that whole Foodie Beauty relationship because she actually believed that he was actually better than what Foodie Beauty was.
You're absolutely right. And he did that to her. That's so sad. And she had no idea he did this.
No, he didn't. No, she didn't. She basically was played by it, and then she was just like, yeah, he did this to me, and I know Foodie Beauty thinks that he's a good guy, but he's not. And if Foodie Beauty would just open her eyes and see something, I felt so bad for this poor little, because she was like maybe in her 60s or 70s, and she was like called someone grandma, and she was basically the one who basically exposed the whole thing of what he does.
Right, right. That's crazy. Well, now they don't have to worry about me hitting them up on Facebook.
Which mod was that? Wasn't there a mod named Grandma though? GRAMMA?
Yes.
Yeah, but she ended up changing her name.
Yes.
Got it.
I'll
Okay.
tell you in the background. I don't really want to put her out there like that
Yeah.
because, you know, I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable in any kind of way. But I'll tell you Kidney J in the background.
Good call, Curl Connections. Good call. One of us is thinking.
Mhm. Yeah, because it was a sad story once you actually hear it. It was very
Yeah,
sad.
it is.
But there's still
Yeah.
people, hundreds of people watching his channel while he outright does this, which even makes it even more disgusting. Because nobody should
And
be watching him.
no, he is literally a predator who found a way to make himself more important and basically get people to believe him. And this is all thanks to Foodie Beauty basically posting him up. And she keeps
Yeah.
trying to tear his channel down from the inside out, but you can't because she already basically raised a virus online
Mm-hmm.
that's going to keep infecting everyone.
And what's even worse is that she's now done this 3 times. Now that there is not a 1.0, not a 2.0, and now not a 3.0.
Mhm.
Oh
Caffeinated
no.
Owl says, going back to work. Much love to you, Monty Channel Mods. Take care, Caffeinated Owl.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Caffeinated Owl. What
Of
will
Thank you,
course.
S
Caffeinated
Jam's
Owl.
contract look like?
What does S Jam's contract look like?
Yeah. Will it be for his mods? No,
I
they're
wonder.
paying
OMG.
pizza, Boopa
Well,
Picks.
I I
Boopa Pig.
I think SJam is probably never going to be as big as Natter was. And Ronan is just literally a tick who's going to suck on to anybody who can give him clout.
I agree with you. I don't think SJM knows
Yeah.
how the game quite works now. If he had actually ate that pizza and threw up on live, that would have been gold. Like he would have got
Everyone
so
would
many
have flocked
views.
to.
Yeah,
Everybody would have flocked to his channel.
yeah, exactly. So eat that pizza, throw up, go for it, SJM.
I think that's why he got off live so quickly because when he first came on live, he did have the pizza in his hand. He was eating, but he was like scarfing it down like he hadn't eaten all day. And for a while, he was just kind of sitting there drinking juice, and then the stream ended. So who knows? Who knows with him? He might have a hangover tonight and still get drunk later on and come back on stream with it.
Did you say
But
gin
what?
and juice? Like sitting around with
No,
SJM
no. I
drinking gin
said
and
he was
juice?
just no. I said he was just drinking juice.
Oh, I was gonna do a song. That's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Well, the one thing I do want to ask, well, I was just thinking of something. Dang, I'll come back. Y'all can talk. I'll come back around with it. Cause
Yeah.
it just slipped my
Because
mind.
I remember when SJam came up on the scene to give Foodie Beauty started giving her money. It started off with $200, $300 super chats every single live that she was on. and he would say, "I just got paid. I just want to support you, and this is what I'm going to give you."
I remember what I was gonna say. How many of y'all believe that he was only sending big super chat when he was drunk? Cause the man can't see what
Oh,
he's doing when he's drunk.
I think it was only when he was drunk, because he would look up at his bank statements the next day and try to get them back.
Oh,
At the
really?
beginning of the first time he met Super Sweet Beauty. That was the whole point that Phoebe used to get mad in her rage streams, was because he would always try to get his money back the next day. And Phoebe was like, "No, you gave me the money now. This is my money, and I get a chance to keep it. I'm going to dispute the fact that you didn't want your money back."
Wow.
oh, okay. So you think instead of like $20, his little fat digit sort of punched in like 200 by accident?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What's the maximum super chat you can give?
The maximum super chat I think you can give, I think it's 500.
Okay. All right. So I guess he's lucky it wasn't $50.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, maximum is $500 per day in super chats and $2,000 in super chats per week.
Yes.
So he's really butthurt about being rejected by Miss Chantel.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, she is.
Well, he's
Child.
exactly like her. He's trying to buy her
Right.
affections, right? Foodie Beauty tries to buy everyone else's, so like a magnet, she just draws these people in. Same type of deal.
I don't think Phoebe doesn't buy their affection. I think Phoebe just wants to buy them so she can say, "These are my new toys. These are my toys, and then only I can play with them."
Oh, like Natter as a new toy? What?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
no.
That toy give you green gonorrhea.
Oh, I know, but I swear, every time that she thinks that she's mad at him, or whenever she calls him, you hear her giggling like a schoolgirl, like she's ready to talk to her crush. Like it baffles me how she can get mad and yell at him and say how horrible he is as a person, but then as soon as she gets on the phone with him, it's like he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, she puts on that little baby voice. Yes, yes. I'm like, oh my God. Child, have you never been in a relationship before? And we know that's not true because she done had at least BB and P.
And I think it's because she's used to having guys basically. She thinks everyone loves her and that everyone wants to be with her. When actually, I don't think it's everyone wants to be with her. It's just the fact that she can't keep her legs closed.
Yeah, she's hot, like she said. You'll never find no one hotter than me. What? Now I give it to her when she puts her makeup on and stuff. She's pretty in the face. She really is. And notice I did just say the face. She's pretty in the face. Now
Yes,
when
she
she
is.
takes that wig off,
She has very beautiful bone structure, and her face structure is very nice with makeup.
now
Many
when she take the
and
wig off, she look like Uncle Fester. And
and
that's just
I think it's because, and she wants to have thick, beautiful hair, which she could if she would end up actually eating right and actually taking care of herself and washing herself every so often. Because I know for a fact that's the reason why she has so much rosacea, why she has so much acne coming out, is because she doesn't wash.
yeah.
So all her pores are clogged.
Oof. Ooh. I wouldn't want to see her face up close without the filters.
Oh no, she doesn't wear filters. She says that she's beautifully natural.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
That's what she said last time when she said she was an empath. that she doesn't use filters. That's her beauty. That's her beauty naturally.
Well, YTR debunked that lie because she actually showed a video where the filters were glitching.
Yes, and you actually got to see how round her actual face is.
Uh-huh.
You actually got to see how round her actual face is. Her face it looks mostly like a thumb.
So,
It looks like a thumb on a pad of a big pack of flour.
I'm sorry for
And
laughing.
but she has beautiful eyes and she has a beautiful nose, and which makes me mad because like she has beautiful bone structure underneath all that she can highlight with makeup, which a lot of people can't do.
Right, and I think, she would be so much more of a beautiful person if her attitude wasn't so funky. Like her attitude stinks so bad, and her mouth just make you want to just smack her.
Because she thinks she's very more highly intelligent than what she is, which I understand. Like that, if that's who you want to be as a person, that's great. But if you would just sit and listen to what criticism was, it would make her such a more beautiful person.
Yeah,
Because
she is grown now.
she does not take criticism well at all.
No, she don't. Now that's another thing. That's a whole nother issue. Being just nasty as far as hygiene wise.
Mhm.
Come on, we're women. It's summertime now. You know, whenever you go out, you're gonna sweat, and for you to go out, come home, knowing I'm sure she sweat profusely more and a lot more than the average woman. And she comes home and just get in her bed like that without washing your body? Are you kidding me? That's disgusting. That is nasty, nasty, nasty. I knew when I first saw her go to sleep with her makeup on and she woke up and she was looking like a raccoon by the eyes because she had all the eyeliner and all the mascara around her eyes. I was like, this lady sleeping in her makeup?
Yes, which is another reason why I say that all her pores are probably clogged, because I know when she does do her makeup and she beats her face like a cake, she leaves that same makeup on if she's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, the 5 minute shower.
Yeah, it seems she's live right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's talking noise because she was in the room.
Right? I'm sure, yeah, she's gonna go off. You know she's about to go off.
Talk about
I know she's finally gonna talk about me, which I'm proud of, because at least now I at least got noticed by her. It's been 5 years, but I got noticed by her. And I'm excited.
Yeah, we shall see what happens, what she has to say. Because no pay's been in the bank account for me. I just checked again and nothing, but it should be in there tomorrow, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah,
yeah.
I guess we're gonna close this live stream up, finish it off,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna head over to her channel and snipe. Kenny J, any last words, thoughts, comments?
No, not really. Just thanks for having me on. Um, I'm still looking forward to Reggie or Oliver. If she has to get a discount version, I'm okay with that as well. And Monty, I was thinking maybe for one of your giveaways, you should give Dee Dee away. Wipe her down, sanitize her out.
I would totally join that for that. I'll probably ask me, why do I have this? I'm like, Mom, it's a running joke.
Yeah,
You
I would
just let it
enter
go.
that contest. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, Monty. Thank you, everyone on the panel chat. Give us a like, all that stuff.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Kenny J. Crow Connections.
Well, I do want to say thank you, Monty, for everything that you have done. I'm at 998 subs. So I want to say thank you to you, and I want to say thank you to everyone that has subbed to my channel. I really appreciate the love, and yeah, once we get to that 1,000, we're gonna have a little party. That's all I want to say.
Little
I'm
Trash
done. Monty.
Panda, any last thoughts, words, anything?
I just want to tell everybody thank y'all for having me on the panel, and thank you for finding me hilarious, which I don't really do, but thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, let's get Curl Connection
And
to 1,000 with that link. Go ahead.
yes,
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
and
welcome.
and what do you call it? I just happen to just have really good, how can I say this, timing, and I'm very honest, which is a very bad thing. Because if you're very honest and you don't have a filter, it's very bad.
All right. Well, we appreciate your honesty, Little Trash Panda. Thank you, everybody, for joining me
Bye.
tonight. In about less than 3.5 hours, the contest will close for the main channel. Stories from the internet. So if you want to win yourself a prize for June Pride Month, then check out the community tab and take a look where I have the contest running. So you only have less than 3.5 hours. Other than that, I will see everybody on my main channel, and we're gonna do some foodie bitty, see where she's at, and figure things out. Other than that, thank you so much. Appreciate each and every one of you, and see you later. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.